Let's go back to sleep, Rahaf. We're so tired.
This is Miss Rachel, hanging out with her new friend Rahaf.
Hop, little bunnies.
Miss
hop,
Rachel
hop,
is like YouTube's Mr. Rogers, with millions of subscribers and billions of
Can
views.
you nod yes?
And Rahaf is a 3-year-old double amputee from Gaza. She lost her legs when her home was bombed, and months later was medically evacuated to the U.S.
إحنا رايحين على أمريكا عشان نكمل العلاج.
Miss Rachel saw a video of the little girl, now living with her mom and a host family in Missouri, watching her show.
She's just so precious. Hopping like a bunny, and she was kind of hopping on the couch.
And arranged to have Rahaf come visit her in New York. Rahaf is part of a new group of fans Miss Rachel discovered last year, refugees of the war in Gaza.
I was tagged in a video of a toddler and a brother and a sister watching in a tent, and I saw the toddler swaying and the little girl smile, and I was just so touched that I could bring a little bit of joy to them during unimaginable circumstances.
Did you know that you had this audience?
No, I was.
Why are you saying mods to this guy? Dude, I can't believe the New York Times covered Miss Rachel, and then in the process of covering her, they literally got quotes from stopantisemitism.org. She is impossibly nice. It is shocking. I think New York Times, not CNN, New York Times, when they covered her, they literally covered her as they covered her as like being too sympathetic to the Palestinians. She's nicer than you. Many people are nicer than me. Do you think I'm a nice person? I'm a nice person overall, but I'm not going to be nice if someone is a bully. I will bully bullies all the time. If you spent a good deal of your time and effort and energy on vulnerable populations, marginalized populations, on those who are defenseless, I'm gonna on you. I'm not gonna be nice to you. I'm not gonna use nice words. I have a tremendous amount of privilege, and I'm trying to use that to give voice to those who are otherwise voiceless in mainstream media. Okay? I'm going to defend those who are systematically disenfranchised. This is very frustrating for a lot of people who feel like a big man. They feel only big when they have someone else to put down and someone else to look down on. Okay? It's at the heart of the insecurity epidemic, especially amongst young men. Those people. Of course, I'm not going to be nice. Pro-Israel groups are attacking an online children's educator for taking photos of herself with Palestinian child amputees and expressing sympathy with their suffering in general. These people have plumbed to the lowest depths of humanity. Last month, the advocacy group Stop Antisemitism labeled Accurso the anti-Semite of the week, and then New York Post reporters sent a letter urging Attorney General Pam Bondi to investigate whether Accurso is receiving funding to further Hamas's agenda. Accurso posted nearly 50 times about the children of Gaza, most of which is filled with misinformation from Hamas. Only 5 times about the Israeli children of the group, which monitor statements about Israel on social media. Like, dude, giving any credence to Stop Anti-Semitism, you might as well ask the local crackhead what they think about Miss Rachel. What does the local crackhead think about Israel's genocide? Is it real? Do the Palestinians deserve less? You know? Is less more? Here's the local crackhead. Yeah, Stop Antisemitism isn't even a group. It's just one psychopath from Long Island. At least the crackhead has only one agenda, okay? And that is to consume more crack. The ADL has a separate agenda. Stop Anti-Semitism has a separate agenda, and is certainly not to combat anti-Semitism, mind you. It is to combat correct messages about Israel. It is to combat the truth. Accurso, 42, in an email response, denied having received any money from Hamas. This accusation is not only absurd, it's patently false. Accurso said, the reason I post about Israeli children is because I care deeply about them. The accusation that I would be doing it for any other reason is outrageous and wrong. I've spent my life committed to the learning and well-being of children. I have always believed that safety and security are a basic human right for every child. So you see, caring about children in Gaza is a direct continuation of the work I've been doing most of my life. We don't care about only some of our students because of where those students are born. We care about every one of them. Of course, yes, for those who are pro-Israel, they're like, no, why do you care about the Palestinian children? You're humanizing them too much. They're supposed to be dehumanized. Please stop humanizing. Please stop humanizing the Palestinian children, okay? It's making our endless death and destruction campaign against Palestinian babies all the harder to sell to the American population, to the Western population. Please stop.
Completely surprised. Someone wrote, "This made me realize that these kids are like mine and like ours." And I know so many parents that enjoy our show feel the same way. They say, as a mom,
Miss Rachel seems to be someone who's really, really good-hearted, but in the context of everything that's going on, she says, I care about all children, but really she's talking about the children of Gaza. Stacey Hackner, a teacher of London Cheater, a school of Jewish instruction, said in an interview, that has left a lot of Jewish parents feeling quite isolated. Yeah. Taking money from Hamas is the funniest. Like, bro, do they even have money? How are they able? First of all, I love that argument because it's like, they'll be like Ethan was claiming that I was getting money potentially from the Houthis, okay? Poorest nation on the planet, and they're giving me money, okay? At least with Qatar, like it's a, rich oil nation, right? Like, so that one, it makes more sense. But when these guys turn around and they're like, Hamas is giving you money, Iran is giving you money, the Houthis are giving you money, it's like, do you hear yourself? All you're doing is projecting that you're getting paid from AIPAC or some other like Israeli advocacy group. And you're like, everyone else must be doing it too. I'm doing it. She's like, I care about Palestinian children. And then people's response to that is, oh, so you want all Jews to be murdered, is like, that's just a self-report, man. You're like, you have tied those two things together. Like saying that like Palestinian children shouldn't be murdered, slaughtered ruthlessly. If you think that automatically means that, a second Holocaust is going to happen, well, it is happening to the Palestinians, but a third Holocaust is going to happen in the aftermath of that. If they stop the baby murder, you're a psychopath.
I just think about, I see my babies.
All children are worthy.
She's posted more and more about Gaza as the war has gone on, highlighting the humanitarian crisis and launching a fundraiser for kids. She's gotten supportive comments, but there's also been backlash.
The bullying is so bad. It's so bad. But I can handle this.
You seemed very emotional about the bullying that you said you'd gotten for speaking out.
The idea that caring for one group of children means that you don't care for another group of children is false, and it's so hurtful because I care so deeply for all kids.
In April, an advocacy group called Stop Anti-Semitism called her a mouthpiece for Hamas.
A group accused you of essentially acting as a foreign agent and asked, for the Attorney General to investigate you for spreading propaganda.
Obviously, that's not true. I care deeply about all children, Israeli, Palestinian, Jewish, Muslim, Christian. I wouldn't be Miss Rachel if I didn't speak up for them and speak up for all of them.
Miss Rachel has also used her platform to express grief over the deaths of Israeli children and said she's met with the family of hostages still in captivity.
Oh, she's keeping the walker with her.
Here in the U.S., Rahaf was fit for prosthetics and has learned how to walk again. A group called Palestinian Children's Relief Fund helped her and her mom get out. But her dad and two brothers are still in Gaza.
ورهف محظوظة كتير طبعا إنه رهف قدرت تطلع، بس في أطفال تانيين لسه موجودين بغزة، وبتمنى إنه هدول الأطفال إنه يطلعوا يتعالجوا زي رهف. طبعا في أطفال كتير لسه ما زالوا طبعا تحت الركام. أنا بشوف هذا الإشي طبعا لأنه بشوف أولادي كيف.
Bro, white people at one speed, dude. All lives matter. You know what I mean? Everything. Hold on now. They'd be all lives matter in the Holocaust, dude, if they knew exactly what the was going on,
مجرد ما يحكوا مع رهف ولا حتى يشوفوها إنه ماسكة خبزة ولا بتاكل بصيروا يسألوا فيها. طبعا هذا الإشي كتير بيوجعني.
Anything is possible for Rahaf, and she has healthy food, and she's clean water, and she has wonderful medical care. This girl is thriving. We have to do this for all kids because they all deserve that.
It's
worse than that. Miss Rachel is effectively being forced to adopt an all lives matter stance, and that is too offensive. And that is too offensive to Israeli advocates responding with a white lives matter more. Yeah. That is what it is, dude. I don't want to watch that full video again. I almost cried last time I watched it. I'm sorry. I can't watch it again. The amputee baby.